guys, welcome back to Redhead Homestead. I am so excited to have you guys here today. I'm even more excited to bring you guys along with me on my little front porch makeover that I'm going to be working on. I have a bunch of little DIYs planned for this space, and I thought I would just try to knock them all out and just make this like the little front porch of my dreams. What we're going to be working on today is some little DIY planter boxes. I got some cute little like myrtle plant trees. I'll show you guys those in just a second. But I got some little trees to go on each side of my front door here in front of these windows. So I thought it would just be cute to make some little planter boxes and dress them up for out here. And I'm gonna show you guys my front porch, show you what we're starting with. It's pretty pathetic. I'm honestly I'm a little ashamed, a little embarrassed to show you, but I'm gonna keep it real and show you guys the current state that it's in. It is nothing special, and we're gonna make it something super special. So let me show you this space, tell you some of the plans, and let's get started. Okay, so here is my front porch. I mean, really, it's okay, you know, but this is like so pathetic. I've had these chairs forever. I've had this forever. I've had that forever. Back from our last house. You know, we did put these pavers out here. I'll see if I can find a picture. This was just rock here, so we've done that. I did a whitewash on my brick here. I painted this trim black, and that's about all that I've done to this space. Oh, actually, I got that cute sign from my dad, and we replaced the light fixture. So in 2 years, this is the progress that we have made, which is obviously not much. So I think it's totally time and due for an upgrade. Okay, so here's the little trees that I bought. I have another one. It's gonna go right over there. They're the same, but I got these from Hobby Lobby. They were 60 bucks, half off with their fall floral sale. So they were 30 bucks a piece. And I thought those are gonna be so super cute and simple. I just need them to be a little taller. Like maybe that this part will sit about halfway in between my windows. So they just need to come up a couple inches, which I can definitely achieve that with the planter boxes. So I think that's gonna work out good. And this is what I got. I got some these planks of cedar. They're like the fencing. I think the price on them is still a little bit high. I'll put the price on the screen, but I think they were just under $4 for the wider boards. So I've got a couple of those. Regardless, planter boxes run like 100 bucks a piece. So I knew for sure that I could definitely make them with a couple of cedar boards and some 2x2s and some 1x2s for super, super cheap. 1x2s are like $1 something. Maybe those are like $2 or $3. So they're really not too bad. They're coming down in price, but regardless, way, way cheaper. Pieces cut for both of the planter boxes. That was so fast, especially with using the stop block. If you guys saw me set that up, I just measured where I was gonna cut and then put a little stop block on my saw and then just cut, and then they're all the same. So that was super easy. I've actually never done that before, but have always wanted to do that, so I'm glad I got to try that out today. I'm gonna be using my little Kreg jig here to assemble all of this together. I do think that even if you don't have a Kreg jig, there's a lot of different ways that you could do this. But if you don't have a Kreg jig and you're like a DIY beginner, I'd recommend getting one of these because it really just opens the possibilities of your DIY projects like tenfold, you know, crazy, crazy amount. So mine is going to look like, I'm gonna stand up here so I can show you, but mine is going to be, of course, really small. Told you I wanted my planter boxes to be really small, but essentially, I need more room here. My little table is full. So I'm gonna have 3 boards like this, a trim piece here, a trim piece here, and then my leg is going to sit here. So, see how that's gonna come together? Both legs like that. Ah, look how super cute. And then it's gonna be flush at the top, like so. And then I'm going to, I still have to cut them, but I'll take the same 1x2 and put a nice little trim piece 45 corners at the top. So that's how it will look. So I just thought that was really cute with the horizontal since they're so small. I'm gonna start assembling these, and essentially I'm gonna put a pocket hole here, a pocket hole here. Then I'll get these assembled and then do a pocket hole on each corner, and then that will secure that to the leg of the planter box. So I think these are gonna come together pretty quick here, so I'm really excited to get them going. I think they're gonna be so cute, and I cannot wait to get them painted and get them out on the front porch. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys really quick here how I'm putting this together. I'm sorry I'm not in frame, but I want to show you what I have going on. So this is my middle board, and these are my side boards. So these pocket holes go this way, and these pocket holes go that way. And so this one is going to join these together. You could do two, but like my little plant is so light, and I think the one is just fine, and it held fine on the first one that I did. So the thing with pocket holes is clamps are pretty much your best friend. They kind of want to get away from you when you're doing this. So you can do it a couple different ways, but I find that it's easiest to just go ahead and put a clamp here and just get your sides flush. Get that right where you want it. Normally for this small of a screw and this small of a pocket hole, I would use the smaller drill attachment, but I found that, you know, the cedar is such a soft wood that it actually wanted to poke out through the front with my drill being kind of at this angle. So I found that if I put on the longer attachment, then my drill wasn't in the way as I was doing this. All you have to do, see how these boards want to separate once you get them together, then they'll get tight and that gap will come together. That's it. And then they're joined. And it feels good. Next part I wanted to show you is how to get the sides on. So because I'm gonna have a trim piece on the front of this, I need to account for that. So I've got just the same thickness of trim piece that I'm gonna have on the front. I'm just gonna lay that there, lay this on top, and get this lined up where I want it. Just gonna keep that flush there. So that way when I put my trim piece on the front, I've accounted for that spacing. Clamp this down first, get that in place. And then I'm gonna get this flush there. You can add one more clamp. As long as that's flush, you're good there. And then I'm just going to join those together. Like that. This really does come together pretty darn quick once you kind of get your little groove down of where you want everything to be clamped and your little workstation figured out. So I'm gonna work on that, get these together, and we're gonna have these done in no time. So I wanted to take a quick second and talk to you guys about my little change of plans that I had here. So originally I was planning on doing a 1x2 on the top, and I'll show you guys kind of what that looks like just so you can kind of get a rough idea. So the 1x2 was actually going to sit flush with the corners, and I decided once I was getting this together that I just wasn't happy with the way that it looked, because I could do my trim pieces here on the inside, and those would be flush with it. I don't know, I just felt like it needed a little extra oomph, and I wanted like a ½ inch of overhang, I decided. And so I wasn't going to be able to achieve that with doing the 1x2. So I went out to my shed and dug in my scrap wood and found some pieces that I could cut down to 2 inches. So instead of 1.5 inches on the top, I decided 2 inches looked a little bit better, and then that allowed me to have a little bit of an overhang on all the sides and cover the top piece here. So it just kind of covered that together and then gives you a little overhang and an overhang here, which I think is cute. It just makes this look like a little bit chunkier, and I always opt for anything that looks a little bit chunkier. So Mark's telling me he thinks that's a little bit too much trim for how small of a box I have. And I think I agree with him. So I think I'm just gonna modify my plans and just do a trim piece here at the bottom. And I'm kind of just making this up as I go here. I think Mark is right. He said he liked the way that this looked best, so I'm gonna trust him. Mark is usually right out of the two of us. He's gonna replay this video over and over again to hear me say that. Okay, are you changing your mind again on me?
Well, I told you not to add it.
Yeah.
But that looks pretty sweet right there.
But you think now maybe I should add it?
I'm thinking add it.
Okay, so that's with. Now take that one out. That's without.
I'd say do it with.
You think with?
Yeah.
You're changing your mind?
Yeah, do it with.
Changing your vote.
Or heck, even down low. We'll just put it right there.
It's taking.
Like this. Put it like this.
Your official vote is to add.
I'd say yeah.
Okay.
Add.
Okay, I'll do it.
Good.
Thanks, honey. I'm officially hiring you as the designer.
Oh, wow.
You're on the team.
I feel so bad for you.
Reedhead Homestead designer.
If you have to hire me as your designer, that's pretty bad.
I'm going.
That means we need to have a heart-to-heart conversation on hiring someone else.
I'm putting you as designer and me as builder. What do you think?
I think you're crazy. You're better at choosing a 3-year-old as a designer.
You passed the interview.
Pass the interview?
Yeah.
I quit.
Oh no! Don't quit on me. No. Thank you. These sweet little planter boxes are done, and I'm so obsessed with the way that they turned out. I feel like they added so much warmth to this space, having that extra little bit of greenery here, but they're also very like simple and sophisticated at the same time. I also love that the planter boxes allowed me to gain that extra height with the trees like I had wanted, because having the little bit taller trees does make them look a lot more expensive. So this was a really easy little hack to be able to make them look more expensive, but also do it on the cheap. So next up, I'm gonna be working on a sweet little side table to go in between some new chairs that I purchased. I'm so excited to show those to you guys, so that will be revealed in the next video. And I should have that up on here pretty quick for you guys, because I'm doing this full makeover of my front porch all this week, so lots of fun coming to you. So thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Stay tuned, stick around, and I will catch you really soon. Bye!